NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Yeah, the woodshed is what we call that. They annihilated them, simply had no answers for how to slow them down.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
Right side, Westbrook. Right wing. Back to Johnson. Lets the three fly. He can't hit that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. It's Richardson on the wing. Clock at 6. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long, and that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stolen by Brogdon. Westbrook with the block. And he gets it back. Here's Snell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Three-pointer. Excellent D there from George. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. Searching for their first points of the game.
I tell you what, Paul George has done a good job getting stronger since he's been in the league, and because of that, he doesn't mind seeking out contact. As a matter of fact, his new added strength gives him confidence as he seeks contact.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Now, here is George. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's the pick. Here's Johnson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Henson with the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Olynyk. Now here's Johnson. Defended by Henson. Back to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Coming on the floor.
Here's Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you want to talk about the smoothest players in the league? you can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's not a blow-you-away athlete, but he has really good length and a sweet stroke, and he can get his shot off anytime.
Now here's Westbrook. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Down low, 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Pass to Henson. Back to Brogdon. And here is Antetokounmpo. Five on the clock. Inside. Paul George with the steal. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Richardson. Over Middleton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now here is George. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals. In the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark, they've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top-5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Pass to Nwaba. To the paint. Shoots. No one on him, and he makes the easy one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Richardson with it. Antetokounmpo defending. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Kept alive. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Who's watching here?
And here's Thompson. He's guarded by Johnson. Tries again. And the rejection by Noel.
Man, you can just see Noel's eyes light up when the shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denial.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Pass to Nwaba. Maker with the ball. Shoots a 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
So it's the Bucks now. The Thunder making the shot. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
In for the Bucks.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now, here's Westbrook. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Left side, Westbrook. Pass to Roberson. Here's Westbrook.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs? That's the real question.
Dellavedova with the ball. Westbrook picks him up.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's time for an injury report. And let's get an update on the Steven Adams injury with DA.
Hey guys, the Thunder's head athletic trainer gave me an update. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Clark, so many teams now looking to play with pace. When you think of the most fierce transition players that embrace that pace, who comes to mind?
Man, there are so many lethal operators in transition in the league. I mean, Victor Oladipo with my former team, the Indiana Pacers, really blossomed this past season. Kevin Durant, at his size, ball handling skills, agility, shooting ability. He's a nightmare coming at you in transition. Giannis Antetokounmpo, similar to KD without the jump shot currently. But I'm sure that's coming. Russell Westbrook, how could you not list him? Because he is downhill all the time with strength and ferocity. And then in terms of snipers, you look at Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Those two guys know how to get to that three-point line in a hurry and hurt you.
Dellavedova, 4 on the shot clock. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. And Westbrook, here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Now here is Dellavedova. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They set the pick. Middleton on the wing. Middleton on the wing. Over a follow. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. No good there. Now the Bucks take it the other way. .104 left to play in the first quarter. Inside. And stolen by Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
The screen from Thompson. For three, Middleton. And it's Noel with the rebound.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Now here's Middleton. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
To the paint. Kicks it down to Middleton. Henson with the screen. The three. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3. Middleton's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bucks. Aflalo outside. Back to Westbrook. Back to Aflalo. Lets it go. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here is Della Vedova. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And here is Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt him.
Back to Robertson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. No good on the 3.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Here's Westbrook. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Pass to Aflalo. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And, you know, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort. Pitiful.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Maker. Trying his luck deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
Shot clock at 6. It's stolen. Here's the break. Here's Middleton. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
He's starting to figure it out a little bit more. Dimes like this prove Maker knows how to find the open guy.
And Budenholzer, well respected around the league. Talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after Oklahoma City gets the 3. And stolen by Richardson.
Yeah, that's all you.
And it's George missing.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Dellavedova. And George, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
Middleton outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
And Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
Here's Magruder. Here's Olynyk.
Strength on defense is part of Henson's game, not giving up any room or space, making everything difficult for the shooter.
Brogdon with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Here's Richardson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Richardson's got 5 now.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Olynyk with the steal. Back to Robertson. They set the pick. Now Richardson. 5 points in the game. And a missed layup.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Henson with the screen. Brogdon. The baseline J off the mark. Here's Magruder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Timeout called, the Bucks. A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you preferred?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm, but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jack McKinney was more of the cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Pass to Brogdon. Henson with the screen. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Brogdon is more crafty than elusive, creating for himself once the screen comes his way there.
Here's Magruder. Here's Roberson. There's a good screen. Kicks it out to Richardson. And the layup falls. Richardson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Middleton. 13 points in the game. Poke loose. Stolen by George. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Pass to Richardson. To the wing on the left. Here's Magruder. Here's Olynyk. He's guarded by Brogdon. 6 feet out. Olynyk can't hit. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Middleton. It's blocked. Henson with the screen. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Second shot opportunity. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now here's Richardson. 10 points for him. Left side, George. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. It'll be just the 5th of this long 7-game road trip. They set the screen. Henson with the screen. Here's Brogdon. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
The 3 from George. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Pass to Olynyk. On the wing, George. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Outside, George. Thompson with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And they take the lead. Nwaba's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Richardson gets a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 7. Pass to Maker. Back to Brogdon. And here's Korver from the arc. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Malcolm Brogdon, the 36th pick in the 2016 draft, went on to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's the second time a player not taken in the first round received that award. The first time was back in 1957. Kevin, you probably know who that is because you may have even called one of his games.
No, I'm not that old, Clark. You sure you're not thinking of a game maybe you called back in the day? Pass to Olynyk. Screen by Olynyk. Left side, Westbrook. Now Adams. He's guarded by Brogdon. Now the Bucks moving it up. Korver gets a wide open look. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, I love how fast Korver shoots the ball. Doesn't even think about it. Just terrific instincts. And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. For three, Brogdon. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Now, here's Brogdon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
Henson with the screen. Off the pick. And that one goes long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Brogdon. And it's Westbrook missing. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Adams.
Really active down there, imposing his will and force and seeing his efforts pay off.
Middleton outside. Henson with the screen. And it's Middleton penetrating. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Bucks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Now here's Westbrook, 13 points in the game. Johnson outside, puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Richardson. In the corner, George with it. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
As you can see, I've got my go-to face on. And they can't chat when I've got my go-to face on.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
You know, quite frankly, Middleton is the kind of guy that scores from all over the court. I mean, you just have to give him a little room so he can get his shot off, and he's typically knocking it down.
Pass to Aflalo. Johnson the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. It's tipped. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Screen by Adams. Off the screen. Good. It's a nice assist from Westbrook. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Well, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Now, here's George. He's got 8. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. It's George on the wing. Back to Westbrook. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
Now here's Westbrook. The kick out to Aflalo. The 3 from George. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Bucks leading by 9. Pass to Brogdon. Henson with the screen. Lets it go from the wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Now here's Middleton. And there it is for him. Middleton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Johnson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Bucks leading by 9. Pass to Brogdon. Jacks up a 3. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And it's George missing. Now here's Brogdon. He's guarded by Johnson. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Assisted.
And, you know, it's obvious why Antetokounmpo is an MVP candidate. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down?
Pass to Brogdon. And right away, they match it with a... three-pointer of their own. Brogdon's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bucks. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Clark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, in most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
And here is Antetokounmpo after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Fires from the corner. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. And George, here we go. And he comes up with the deuce. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Solid poise from PG, Paul George. Excellent at converting despite getting hit on the drive.
For 3, Brogdon. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's a screen by Noel. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a screen by Noel. Stolen by Brogdon.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
There's the pick. The screen from Thompson. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. George with the ball. 16 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Takes a 3. They get it back. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 9. No good that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his third foul of the game. There's a screen by Noel. George. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. George has got 10 points in just the second half. Middleton right side. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Magruder. Pass to Aflalo. Clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Thompson with the rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Here's Snell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Middleton for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense. Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
The screen from Thompson. Middleton right side. Over George. That one wide left. Thunder trailing by 5.
Milwaukee foul call. Tony Snell. That's his
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now Dellavedova. Pass to Middleton. Over George. Now there's Antetokounmpo. He's and we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. So here's Westbrook. There's the pick. Pass to Aflalo. Shoots over Korver. Aflalo, no good. Bucks leading by 5. The screen from Thompson. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Now back to Nwaba. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Here's Luwawu. Outside Westbrook. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Back to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one to fall. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Now here's Westbrook. There's a screen by Noel. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Now, here's Westbrook. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Over Westbrook. And that one's good. Brogdon's got 12 points here in the second half.
You've got to defend Brogdon from mid-range. That guy is reliable from that distance.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's good from long range.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him. Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Pass to Korver. To the right side. Here's Nwaba. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brogdon. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Westbrook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Milwaukee leading by 4. And here's Korver from the arc. No good on that one.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Into the lineup for the Bucks.
Pass to Korver. Back to Dellavedova. And it's Korver in the corner. And here is Henson. And stolen by Noel. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And here now the Thunder. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Luwawu. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
They need this one. He squares up and sinks it. Middleton's got 20. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
And that one falls for Middleton. Middleton hits them both.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release, mark it up.
Pass to George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 20 points for him.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding.
Henson with the screen. Now here is Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Here's Middleton. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
George, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And here is Henson. Dellavedova with the ball. Henson with the screen. And it's Middleton penetrating. The shot that time not on target. George with the defensive effort. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's the 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 23 points for George.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics, and I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
For 3, Middleton. Excellent D there from George.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Now here's Westbrook to tie it up. And George gets it to go. George has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triples.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Henson with the screen. Now Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on George. And a season after he won the most improved player, Antetokounmpo, Clark, was a legit MVP contender.
No doubt about it. I think if the Bucks had been a top seed, perhaps he could have won it, although James Harden was phenomenal last season. The league has been put on notice. This is a guy who wouldn't surprise me at all if he became an MVP at some point in his career.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's George. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
And he can't hit the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Here's the screen. George double teamed. Now here's Westbrook. Oberson. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And they are amped up right now. I mean, after trailing for so long and then trimming that margin, finally they take the lead.
Here's Nwaba. Henson with the screen. Fires from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, outstanding.
Now here's Westbrook to the inside. Kicks it out to Richardson. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pass to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. And now a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 5. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. .119 left in the fourth quarter. Middleton outside. Henson with the screen. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Pass to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Richardson. Stolen by Middleton. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Count it.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're ahead by 3. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Roberson. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus and we'll have to go to the line for 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Back to Middleton. Fires the 3.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. It was a fantastic ball.